Marco! Hey Marco, we're here! Well, wake up, we're here!
Where?
We're at the Midland Air Museum at Coventry. Come on, we've got a museum to explore. Let's go, go, go!
Really?
Really? Now let's go. Oh, there it is, mate. Midland Air Museum. Now let's go. You first. Yes. We're now in the main hangar at the Midland Air Museum at Coventry, and what follows is a brief montage of the aircraft that are on display here. And this cockpit section is of a Meteor 8 fighter.
Yes sir, Milhind 24. Here's a short montage of what this thing can do in a battle situation. This aircraft behind me is a F-86 Sabre, and it is possibly one of the most iconic American aircraft to date. It's America's first jet, and these are most famous for being essentially America and Russia went to war. Basically, if you're like, say if we had an F-86 and MiG-15, there's an F-4 there, but just picture it at a MiG-15, but you won't find many differences. It's just armament and a few minor differences. But the F-86, they suffered quite a lot of F-86 losses in MiG Valley, and these were pretty awesome aircraft, and there is actually one still flying even to this day. This is a Percival Prentice. It is not a Chipmunk. This is a rather nice de Havilland Dove.
This is a Vickers Viscount, which is in Air Intercolours, which was technically a French airline, and this aircraft was originally privately owned but was bought to the museum and then reassembled fairly recently. And there aren't many of these left. This is a McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom. It was used by the US Air Force and also the Navy and the Marine Corps as a ground attack aircraft and air defence interceptor. This aircraft is the Fairey Gannet, which was used primarily by the Fleet Air Arm for anti-submarine warfare and also in a later stage airborne early warning. This particular aircraft is a variant of the AS-1 or AS-4, which was a 3-seat anti-submarine aircraft. This one is a T-2, if I remember rightly, which was used as a training variant. And there aren't many of these left. Let's take a good look.
Up to mighty London came an Irishman one day. As the streets are paved with gold, sure everyone was gay, singing songs of Piccadilly, Strand and Leicester Square, till Paddy got excited, then he shouted to them there, "It's a long way to Tipperary, it's a long way to go, it's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye Piccadilly, farewell Leicester Square, it's a long
Daytime. Daytime. Nighttime.
This is a Lightning TE-55 from the Royal Saudi Air Force, and this is a Lightning F6 from the Royal Air Force. Next to it is a French, I think this is a Super Mystère B2, which was their premier ground attack aircraft, but I believe originally developed as a fighter. Quite a nice aircraft, so with a number of different air forces all throughout the world, and that's about as far zoomed out as I'm going to get. Right, and then next to it is a rather large bulk, which is the English Electric Canberra, which was basically designed as a high altitude bomber, and it was used in a variety of roles, ranging from reconnaissance to night interdiction to, well, weather mapping, you name it, it did it pretty much. And even the US Air Force bought a few variants as well.
London came an Irishman one day. As the streets are paved with gold, sure everyone was gay, singing songs of Piccadilly, Strand and Leicester Square, till Paddy got excited, then he shouted to them there.
Wait, no, I don't. I've got it.
You're going to find some audio sound effects for this, aren't you? Sort of the noise.
Try.
Okay. Alright.
Or we could just do it like we're landed.
Yeah, could do. And let me do that again. I've got my hand in the shot.
Help! Wrong aircraft.
You know, mate, I don't like where that gun's pointing behind you.
What gun?
Well, this gun.
There's no gun. Hello. Adam?
Yeah?
Turn around.
Oh!
Here, we see Adam in his natural habitat, running near a plane. This is Adam's next gear. This is a 1/1 scale F4 Phantom. Looked different on eBay, didn't it, Adam?
Well, this is Marco inside an Mi-24 Hind. It's not very often you get to sit inside one of these.
Abandoned by Russians due to break up the Soviet Union. He's left behind something weird that you've done some country.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I don't know where the hell you put them in. Hang on a minute, look. Sabre, Voodoo, F4 Phantom, Hind. Holy shit.
Oh my god. Just eat the mate.
Fuck it, do it again. I told you, I'm sure we must have left it somewhere. Hang on a minute. Sabre, Voodoo, Phantom, Hind. This is a brilliant museum. Do you know, I don't think they allow bears to fly aeroplanes.